I'm going to talk about occurring patterns. So there is no weather warnings. So let's actually go to precipitation patterns. So let's look at the pressure pattern. This is not US. If you see 40 50-minute video, that's not US like in half the video. That is Southern Ontario whole time. So because if you go to the next hour, it goes skips 3 hours at a time. So if it's 1 p.m., it shows 1 p.m. on right now, but later you see it's turning into 4 p.m. So let's talk about the pressure patterns. So 1016 millibars of pressure, zoom out to Southern Ontario, and 1020 millibars of pressure. But 1020 millibars of pressure in the US, but it still could affect Southern Ontario. That's why I talk about 1020. So let's go to 24 hours after that. 1004, 1000 and something. So 1000, this 1996 millibars of pressure. Let's go to 7 p.m. Let's see. 1000 millibars, 1004, 1008 millibars of pressure. Let's go to 7 p.m. 1000, 1004, 1008, 1012 millibars of pressure. Let's go to 24 hours after that. 1012, 1016 millibars of pressure. There's also 1014 in the middle. So let's talk about the precipitation patterns. Going to refresh again. So Port Elgin, Hanover, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Solid Bay, Midland, Olala. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 4 p.m. Hopes Bay, Lions Head, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Solid Bay, Midland, Olala. Olala's wrong place, so start again. Olala. So Olala, Port Elgin, Hanover. Vartan, those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So let's go to next hour, which is 7 p.m. So Wyatan, Port Elgin, no, not Port Elgin, Bombay, Sunny Beach, South Bay, Midland, Olala, Betty, Georgia, Bablasos, Uxbridge, Wyatan. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25, including Peterborough. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Port Elgin, Hopes Bay, Summers hopefully. But Line said those cities are gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall, but Line said is actually gonna get some 0.25. Like Hope's Bay is actually no Line said is actually 6.25 millimeters of snowfall. Hope's Bay is actually 0.25. So Port Elgin is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Hanover is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So we did Y10, that's 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So this is going to be Wagon, Ontario. It's going to be 0.25 millimeters of snowfall, including well, some that doesn't count. So even Orangeville doesn't count. So let's go to next hour. It is 7 a.m. There is nothing else. 10 a.m. There is nothing else. 1 p.m. 9 Bay, Wire Time, Port Elgin, Hanover, Solid Bay. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour, which is we didn't do it with 10 a.m. Or we did 1 p.m. again. Double check. There is nothing else. 4 p.m. Hopes Bay, Wiarton, Port Elgin, Hanover, Palm Beach, Sun Beach, South Bay, Midland, Odella, Betty, Georgia, Bablasos, Stoffel, Brampton, Orangeville, possibly Orangeville. So Peterborough, Coburg, not Coburg, Belleville. Those cities are Collingwood. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's do Lions Head. Lions Head is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall actually. So Newmarket is also 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Uxbridge is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So let's do Uxbridge again. That's so doesn't change. So So let's go to next hour, which is 7 p.m. So line said, obey boy Elgin, Hanover again, that's the wrong place, Hanover. Collingwood, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Solid Bay, Midland, Olala, Betty, Georgia, Beverly Hills, parts of Scarborough, Stouffville, Newmarket, Orangeville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville doesn't count actually. So, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, skip Coburg. Those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall, including white chance. So let's go to next tower. Disney, Lake Cinco, Palm Beach, and Beach, Solid Bay, Midlands. So like I said, will be Boyles, Honolulu, White, and those cities. So you marked it is wrong, please. So still it's gonna say snowfall. So 0.25. Let's go to 7 a.m., not 10 p.m. Line said, will be wire time boy Elgin, Hanover again. Let's do Hanover again. So Hanover is going to be 0.25 millimeters of rain and snow mix. Boyles is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's do it again for rainfall. So Lionshead, Hobey, Wyerton, Port Elgin, Collingwood, Bombay, Sunny Beach, Salaby, Betty, Georgia, Beverly Hills, Mississauga, Oakville. Those cities are going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall during Midland actually. So we did all of that. So let's go to hardware is already done. So let's go to next tower. Going to take a minute. Newmarket doesn't count actually. So Newmarket is actually counts. So Newmarket only shows 0.25 millimeters. Newmarket and only shows borderline 0.25 millimeters of rainfall or nothing else. So let's go to next tower. It's going to take a minute. So which is 10 a.m. So Wyerton, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Midland, Olilla, those is Port Elgin, Hanover. Those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Hobes Bay, Thunder Beach, Solid Bay, Berry, Mississauga, Oakville. Those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour. So let's actually go to next hour now from now. So London, via Port Elgin, Hanover, Collingwood. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Salway, Midland, Mississauga, Brampton, Orange, well possible. So downtown Toronto, Richmond Hill, possibly Oshawa doesn't count. So Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, parts of Niagara Falls City, Hamilton, Burlington, Oakville. Those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including not Beverly Hills. So let's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So onward. So let's go to next hour. So let's actually go to next hour. It's going to take minutes. So 4 p.m. So Wyerton line said, Hobie, Port Elgin, Hanover, Collingwood, Berry, Newmarket, Orangeville, London. Those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So let's look at the rainfall. So Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City, Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, not doing Orangeville is way higher. Downtown, Richmond Hill, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So So let's go to next hour, 7 p.m. So this click. So Lionshead, Obey, Wiretown, Port Elgin, Hanover, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Tanner Beach, Solid Bay, Midland, Olala, Berry, Georgia, Beverly Hills, London, Niagara-on-the-Lake, Niagara Falls City, Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, Richmond Hill, Downtown Toronto, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Cobourg, Peterborough. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Skip Grits 5, Langton Long, Point, Owens Sound, those 5 cities. So Belleville is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to actually next hours. So not doing 10 p.m. So let's go to 7 a.m. So Lionshead, Obey, Wiarton, Cobourg, Peterborough, Belleville, Niagara-on-the-Lake, parts of Niagara Falls City. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters, 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So London, Port Elgin, Hanover, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Solid Bay, Midland, Orla, Berry, Georgia, Beverly Hills, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Newmarket, Richmond Hill, Downtown Toronto, Scarborough, Stouffville. Those cities are gonna get some parts of Niagara Falls City. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 10 a.m. Lionshead, Obey, Whitehorn, Port Elgin, Hanover, Collingwood, no, not Collingwood. So, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Solid Bay, Midland, Orla, Berry, Georgia, Beverly Hills, London, Hamilton, Burlington, parts of Niagara Falls City, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Newmarket, Richmond Hill, Downtown Toronto, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge. That's parts of Oshawa, parts of don't know where it's Uxbridge. So Uxbridge is actually going to be west of Oshawa. So Uxbridge, parts of Oshawa, Belleville. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Collingwood again, Cobourg, Peterborough. Those cities are gonna get some Niagara on the Lake, parts of Niagara Falls City. Those cities are gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall, including parts of Oshawa. So let's go to 1 p.m. So let's do heavy precipitation, snowfall. Collingwood, Georgia, Olilla, Cobourg, Peterborough. Those cities are going to get some 0.25 millimeters, 2.5 millimeters of snowfall because Cobourg is later going to get snowfall. So we're not doing Uxbridge. So London, Whiteton, Lionshead, or Bayport, Elgin, Hanover again. So Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Downtown Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, parts of Oshawa, Uxbridge, Belleville, Niagara-on-the-Lake, Niagara Falls City, those cities are going South Thunder Beach, Solid Bay. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 Berry, Beverly Hills. Those cities are gonna get some 2.5 millimeters, 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Midland is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So let's go to next hour. It's going to take a minute. So let's actually go to next hour, which is 4 p.m. So Collingwood, Berry, Olilla, Georgia, Beverly Hills. They're not doing Uxbridge. So those is Midland. Those is are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Lionshead or Bay, Wiretime, Port Elgin, Hanover, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Starter Bay, London, Hamilton, Burlington, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Downtown Toronto, Richmond Hills, Newmarket, Starfield, Scarborough, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, Niagara, Niagara Falls City. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So cities, by the way, I said so 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. But if it's so the second lightest blue is going to be, it could be purple. So it's going to be 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So let's go to 798 hours. So London, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Standard Beach, South Bay, Midland, parts of Niagara Falls City, parts of Niagara on the Lake, Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Richmond Hill, downtown Toronto, Richmond Hill, Scarborough, Stouffville's a little bit off. Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Betty, Georgina, Beverly Hills, Olala, those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to parts of Niagara and the lake parts of Niagara Falls City is also 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So let's go to next hour. 7 a.m. There is nothing else. 10 p.m. actually. So Collingwood is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. 1 p.m. There is something. Let's see if we could do Hanoi. Port Elgin's going to get some. Port Elgin, Hanoi is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to 4 p.m. There is nothing. For 114 hours, there is nothing. So this is January 12th to the 16th, 13th to 16th actually. So let's talk about the total precipitation 24 hours, not 12 hours. So let's start from Watertown. Watertown is gonna get some 2 millimeters. 4 millimeters is Orange One, Newmarket, Stouffville 1 millimeters, Downtown Toronto 1 millimeters, Uxbridge 3 millimeters, 1 millimeters Peterborough, 2 millimeters in Melville. So let's do Oshawa. Oshawa is going to be 1 millimeters. So Coburg is going to be 0.7 millimeters. Mississauga is going to be 1 millimeters. Collingwood is going to be 1 millimeters. So actually, yeah, Coburg is correct. So let's do Solid Bay is 2 millimeters. Palm Beach, Thunder Beach is going to be 1 millimeters of rainfall. Actually, it's going to be 2 millimeters of rainfall. So could be. So Port Elgin is going to be 2 millimeters. Hanoi is going to be 1 millimeters of rainfall. So Hanoi is the wrong place again. So Hanoi is actually going to be 1 millimeters of rainfall. So let's do the something's wrong. No, that's like yeah, this 1 millimeters in Hanoi. So Hanoi again is going to be 1. So Hope's Bay is going to be 3 millimeters of rainfall. Line said is going to be 4 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to next up. Oh, almost done. So Barrie Midland is going to be 2 millimeters of rainfall. So Barrie is going to be 1 millimeters of rainfall. Georgina is going to be, let's do it again. So Georginia's actually is going to be, could be 1 millimeters of rainfall. So Beverly Isles is going to be 1 millimeters of rainfall, 1.2 actually. So let's go to Alula. Alula is going to be 2 millimeters of rainfall. So because it's closer to the southwest of Alula, get some 2.5. So it's going to be 1 millimeters. So it's actually 2 millimeters of rainfalls in Alula. So Brampton is going to get some 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. So that's Brampton. So Orange Valley Market is higher. So let's go to next hours. So 1 millimeter in Brampton. So let's go to the next hour actually. So which is 24 hours after that. So White has 3 millimeters, Collingwood 3 millimeters, London 3 millimeters, Everywhere in Niagara Falls is 3 millimeters, including Hamilton, Burlington. Local heaviest is 2 millimeters. The light is also 2 millimeters. So Brampton, Mississauga, downtown Toronto, Scarborough, Snowfall, Newmarket, Orangeville, Uxbridge, Oshawa, Peterborough, Belleville. Those is are going to be 2 millimeters. Coburg is 1 millimeters. So Hope's Bay is going to be 2 millimeters. Line said is going to be, let's see, the actual precipitation. So it's going to be 2 millimeters of rainfall. So like Bay Thunder Beach is gonna be 3 millimeters, 4 millimeters in Palm Beach, actually Midlands, so not Palm Beach. Palm Beach is gonna be 4 millimeters also. So let's do like Olala. Olala is gonna be 4 millimeters of rainfall. Berry is gonna be 5 millimeters of rainfall. So this is Berry actually. So okay, let's actually correct Berry. So Berry is actually going to be 5 millimeters of rainfall. Georginia is going to be 2 millimeters of rainfall. So Berry, Georginia, Beverly Hills is 2 millimeters of rainfall. So that's the actual precipitation. So let's actually correct some things. So Port Elgin and Hanover, then those support. Port Elgin is actually going to be 4 millimeters, no, 5 millimeters. Hanover is going to be 7 millimeters of rainfall. Let's do Port Elgin again. Port Elgin is going to be 5 millimeters. So that's actual one. So let's go to next hour, which is next day. 90 hours. So London is 3 millimeters, White 5 millimeters, Collingwood 8 millimeters, Newmarket, Orange was different. 7 millimeters in Newmarket, Orange was 7 millimeters, Brampton 6 millimeters, Mississauga is gonna be 7 millimeters. So Downtown Toronto 8 millimeters, 7.5 resistance, Scarborough Snowfall 7 millimeters, Uxbridge 9 millimeters, Oshawa is 8 millimeters, Peterborough 11 millimeters, Coburg 9 millimeters, Belleville 9 millimeters, everywhere in Niagara Falls 11 millimeters, Hamilton 6 millimeters, Oakville is going to be 6 millimeters, Mississauga is going to be, let's do it again. So Mississauga is going to be 7 millimeters, so it has to be Oakville 7 also. So Hope's Bay is going to be 5 millimeters. Line said it's going to be 5 millimeters of rainfall. So Palm Beach, Thunder Beach is actually similar. So it's going to be 5 millimeters of rainfall. Those cities, so like Solid Bay is 4 millimeters of rainfall. Midland is going to be 6 millimeters of rainfall. Honolulu is going to be 8 millimeters. Georgia is 9 millimeters. Beverly Hills is going to be 8.5 millimeters of rainfall. So Barrie is going to be 7 millimeters of rainfall because closest to 7. So Port Elgin is going to be 5 millimeters. Could start again. So like 4 millimeters of rainfall is Port Elgin. So Hanover is going to be 5 millimeters of rainfall. So that's Hanover. So let's go to next hour, which is let's start again. Everything else. So there is nothing. So let's go to 24 hours after that, which is 7 p.m. So total. So Y time is 0.7, line said obey 0.7, 0.2 actually. So Port Elgin is going to be 0.7, Hanover is going to be, let's see the closest number. So it could be 0.6 millimeters. So Collingwood is going to get some 0.7. Niagara Falls City is 1 millimeters, including Niagara on the lake is actually 0.78. So it's going to be 0.9 millimeters. So Coburg is going to be 0.7. Peterborough is going to be 0.7. That's the median average. But Coburg could be 1 millimeters of rainfall. Same thing as Belleville, but it's going to be a little bit less. So it's going to be 0.9, 0.8 actually. 0.7 is stays as Peterborough. 0.7 millimeters in Peterborough. 0.9 is like Coburg. 0.8. 0.9. 0.8 is possible. Is actually 0.7 is for possible for Coburg and Peterborough. That's actual one. So Palm Beach is going to be 0.6 millimeters. Thunder Beach is going to be 0.6 millimeters, 0.5 millimeters. So Georgina, Beverly Isles is going to be 0.2 millimeters. So Oshawa, Uxbridge, let's see the closest precipitation this passes through. So Oshawa, Uxbridge is 0.2. Scarborough, Stouffville, Newmarket a little bit higher. So Newmarket, orange for the lines of downtown Toronto, Richmond Hill. Those cities are gonna get some 0.2 millimeters of rainfall. So including Brampton. Brampton 0.2 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to next hour. Going to take a while. So Belva is 1 millimeter. So let's go to next hour actually. So not doing 480. So let's do total snowfall 24 hours. Refresh. So again, so 7 p.m. Not gonna start right away. So wait for a few 10 seconds. So 1.2 centimeters of snowfall. 4.2 in the market. Orange was also gonna be a little bit lighter. So 4.2, 4.1 centimeters in orange falls. So 1.4 is in snowfall. Scarborough 1.3. Downtown Toronto is gonna be like 1.2. Brampton 0.7. Mississauga 0.6. 0.7, also 0.8, Peterborough is 1.3, Uxbridge with 2.5, Coburg with 2.4, Belleville 1.8, so Bytown 1.8, 0.7 is in Collingwood, so 1.6 is going to be like Solid Way, Midland's going to be 1.5 centimeters, Olala's going to be, so 1.7 centimeters is actually going to be 1.7 in Olala, so Georgina is going to be 1.2 centimeters, Beverly Hills is 1.3 centimeters, so Hope's lines. So Port Elgin is going to be 2 centimeters, Hano is going to be 1.9 centimeters, so it's actually going to be 2 centimeters. So Hope's Way is going to be 2.5 borderline millimeters of snowfall, so line set is going to be, so Lion's Head is actually going to be closer to 3.7, so it could be 3.5 centimeters on Lion's Head, so let's do Bomb Beach. Bomb Beach is 1.4. So Thunder Beach, 1.2 centimeters. Solid Bay is already done. So Midland is done. So Berry is going to be 1.4 centimeters. Georginia is already done. So Georginia is 1.3 centimeters. So let's go to 1.3 centimeters in Georginia, Beverly Hills. So let's go to the next towers. Niagara on the Lakes with 0.1 centimeters. So Oakville, the heaviest it could get is going to be 0.34 centimeters. That's the Oakville. The heaviest lights could get 0.2. Hanoi again is going to be 1. No, it's going to be 2 centimeters of snowfall. So it's going to be 2 centimeters. So some is 4 hours. So Hanoi is different. Hanoi is going to be 2 centimeters also. 2.1. So 2.1 is an honorary. Boy else is actually 2 centimeters. So let's go to next tower, which is 7 p.m. So 1.9 is in London, Whiteham 1.3 centimeters, Collingwood is 1.8 centimeters. 1.2 Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City is 1.7, so 1.4 is in Hamilton, heaviest in Oakville is 1.3, so the lightest could be 0.9 centimeters of snowfall. So Mississauga 0.9 centimeters. Down to Toronto 0.8. 0.85 is going to be Scarborough. Stouffville, Brampton 0.9. Newmarket, Orange was 0. 1.0, so Uxbridge 1.0, Oxford 0.6, Peterborough 0.9, Coburg 0.2, Belleville 0.3, Salt Lake Bay it's going to be 0.9, so Belleville, Dunn Beach 0.9, so Palm Beach is actually going to be 1.3 centimeters, so Hope's Bay Lion's Head is going to be, let's do it again. Like Hope's Bay Lion's Head is going to be 1 centimeters in Hope's Bay, 0.9 in Lion's Head. So let's go to Midland. Midland is going to be Midland is actually going to be 2.6 centimeters. Olala is going to be 1.2 centimeters. That's Olala. So Betty is going to be those two 8.6 centimeters. So that's actually correct, Betty. So Betty's actually is 1 point something. Not 1.6, 3.67. So it's going to be 3.6 centimeters in Betty. So Georgina is going to be 1 centimeters, Babylon is 1 centimeters where it is done. So let's go to Port Elgin. So Port Elgin is going to be 2.5 centimeters. So Hanover is a little bit lower. So it's going to be 5 point something. So 5.2 centimeters of snowfall. So it's actually 5.3. So Hanover is actually is going to be 5.3. No, yeah, it's going to be 5 centimeters of snowfall. It's not 6 yet. So let's go to next hour. It's going to take a minute. Now we can do it. So let's go to 24 hours after this. So London is 2.6 centimeters wide and 5.4. Collingwood to 8.3. So Newmarket so 6.9. Orange World is going to be 5.5 centimeters of snowfall. It's actually 5.6 something. So Brampton is 6.0. So Orange World is going to be Municipal is going to be 5.9 centimeters. Downtown is 7.5. Scarborough is 7.4. And Stouffville is 7.3. Sorry. Richmond Hill 7.4 centimeters of snowfall. So Richmond Hill is going to be it's already done. Sunny Markets are already done. So Uxbridge is 8.9. Also is 8.1. Peterborough is 10.9 and 6 to 8.6 in Coburg. 0.4 Belleville. Niagara on the Lake 10.9. Niagara Falls City is 11.1. So Hamilton 6.1. Oakville 6.1. Mississauga is going to be 6.2 centimeters of snowfall. So actually 6.1, 6.2 actually is Mississauga. So Palm Beach is going to be 5 centimeters, but even though it's 5.8, so it's going to be 5 centimeters since in Palm Beach. Thunder Beach is going to be, let's see the closest precipitation. It's going to be 4.6 centimeters, so it's going to be 4.8 centimeters of snowfall. Starlight Bay is going to be 4.5 centimeters. Midland is going to be 5.8 centimeters. So actually, Midland is going to be 5.5 centimeters of snowfall. So it can be 5.8. So 5.7 something. So it's going to be 5.7 centimeters is in Midland. Since Wyatt is blocking the things, so it's going to be 5.3 is in Hope's Bay, 5.2, no, it's going to be 5.1 centimeters is in Lion's Head, so Port Elgin's going to be 4.5 centimeters, Hanover is going to be a little bit over. So Hanover is going to be 3.6 centimeters of snowfall as Hanover, Port Elgin is going 4.5. So let's go to next hour. It's going to take, it's to Lake Cinco. So Barry is going to be Barry is going to be little bit ahead of 7.7. So going to be 7.6. Georgina is going to be 8.8 centimeters. Beverly ISO is going to be 8.6 centimeters. Orala Olala is going to be 7.7 millimeters, centimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour. 1:14 hours, 7 p.m. Whitehead 0.4, Collingwood 0.6, London 0.2, Brampton 0.3 centimeters, Downtown 0.3, Stouffville 0.4, 0.35 is in Scarborough, so Newmarket, Orangeville 0.4, Uxbridge 0.4, Peterborough 0.5, Arthur 0.4, Coburg 0.7, Balboa 0.4, 1.1, Balboa or Newmarket, Orangeville is going to be 0.4, Niagara on the Lake 0.5, Niagara Falls City 0.2, so Hope's Bay is going to be 0.4 centimeters, line set is going to be 0.3 centimeters, line set. So Palm Beach and Thunder Beach is going to be similar. It's going to be 0.3 centimeters. Sotheby's doesn't do anything. So Jordania is going to be 0.3 centimeters. Beverly Hills is going to be 0.3 centimeters. So for Elgin, Hanover is going to be a little bit different. It actually could be 0.4 centimeters for Elgin, Hanover. So it's going to be heavier, lighter than that. So let's go to next hour. Going to take a while because something skipped. So Barry is going to be 0.2 centimeters or little doesn't count. So let's go to next hour. Not doing local. So we can do Mississauga 0.2 centimeters. But snowfalls in Mississauga, so could be. So Orangeville 0.4 centimeters. It could be 0.3, but it's gonna be 0.4. So 0.4 is it's going to be 0.4 centimeters of snowfall is in Orangeville, so that's actual precipitation. So let's go to the next hour. There is no next hour. So there's gonna be air temperature pattern. So White 1 degrees line said OB for Elgin Hanover is gonna be 1 degrees, 0 degrees in Hanover, so 1 degrees actually. So Collingwood 0 degrees, London 1 degrees, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Isle Bay, Midland 1 degrees, so Brampton 1 degrees, Mississauga 1 degrees, Downtown 1 degrees, Scarborough 0 degrees, Mississauga, Stowe Falls 1 degrees. So -1 is in Orange Newmarket, Uxbridge, Peterborough. So also 1 degrees, Coburg 1 degrees, Balboa 1 degrees, Oakville, Hamilton, Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City 0 degrees. So let's go to Lake Simcoe. So Perry -1, Georginia 0, Beverly Hills -1, Loyola 0 degrees. So let's go to next hour. So let's go to next hour. 7 a.m. That's way far off. So White -1, Collingwood -1. -2, London, Lionshead is -1. Hope's Bay is gonna be 0 degrees. Port Elgin 0. Hanover again is going to be see the actual it's gonna be -2 degrees because -3 is too far. So actually it could be -2 degrees. So -2 is possible. Let's actually draw a line. Oh, that's covering everything. So let's do Betty is going to be -2 degrees. Georgina is -1 degrees. Babylon is going to be -1 degrees. Olala is going to be -1 degrees. Bombay 0 degrees. Midland 0 degrees. Stun Beach, Solid Bay is 1 degrees. So Newmarket, Orangeville, Stouffville, Brampton is -2. Downtown Toronto -1. -1.5 Scarborough. -2 is in Mississauga. Hamilton -1. Oakville is going to be -1. Niagara on the Lake 0 degrees. Niagara Falls City -1. Oshawa is -1. Uxbridge -3. Peterborough -2. Coburg -1 degrees. Belleville was 0 degrees. So that's actually correct. Hanover again. So Hanover is going to be do it later, last. So Hanover is going to be So Hanover could be -1 degrees actually. So -1 is in Hanover, so because it's below -1, so above -1 actually. So it's going to be -1. Let's go to next hour, which is 3 p.m. Okay, let's do it like again. Start from 1 a.m., then it goes skip 7 a.m. Let's go to 3 p.m. You did this. So let's go to 3 p.m. 7 a.m. We did this. So let's go to 3 p.m. So White Line said, Obey Collingwood, Boylston, Hanover, Palm Beach, Midland, Olilla, Berry, Georgia, Beverly Hills, Newmarket, Orangeville, Stouffville, Peterborough. Those is gonna be 1 degrees, including Orangeville. So Brampton is 2 degrees, down to 2 degrees, Mississauga 2 degrees, Hamilton is 4 degrees, Oakville 4 degrees, everywhere in Niagara Falls 4 degrees, Oshawa is 2 degrees, Cobourg 2 degrees, Belleville 2 degrees, Oakville 2 degrees, Oakville again 2 degrees. Oh no, Hamilton, Oakville is 4 degrees. So Oakville again is 4 degrees. That's warmest and coldest. So Uxbridge to 0 degrees. So Thunder Beach, Solid Bay is going to be 2 degrees. So that's the extra one. So Thunder Beach, Solid Bay is going to be 2 degrees again. So let's go to next hour because we are done. So one of them is 3 degrees. 3 degrees is in Oakville actually. So that's the coldest. Warmest and 4 degrees in Oakville. So warmest in Oakville is 4 degrees. So coldest is 3 degrees. So let's go to next hour. 2 degrees in London. So let's go to actually next hour, which is 7 a.m. White has 1 degrees. Hope's Bay line said is going to be could be 1 degrees. Collingwood 1 degrees. London 1 degrees. Port Elgin is 2 degrees. Hanover is going to be 1 degrees. 1 degrees. So Palm Beach is going to be 1 degrees. Thunder Beach is going to be could be 2 degrees, but most of the time it's 1 degrees, but it's 2 degrees actually. So Solid Bay is 1 degrees. Midland 1 degrees. Olalla, Berry, Georgia, Beverly Hills 1 degrees. So that's actually correct expression, Peterborough. So Newmarket, Orangeville, Uxbridge, Peterborough, Stouffville, those seats are gonna be 1 degrees. So Brams is 2 degrees, Mississauga is gonna be 2 degrees, or down to 2 degrees, 3 degrees in Hamilton, Oakville again. Everywhere in Niagara Falls is 2 degrees. Oshawa is 2 degrees. Cobourg 3 degrees. 2 degrees in Belleville. So Richmond Hill is 2 degrees. Scarborough is 1.5 degrees. So it could be 2 degrees. So actually both is 2 degrees. So let's go to next verse. So Richmond Hill last time is close to Scarborough all the time. So Richmond Hill is actually close to Scarborough. So it's gonna be the same temperature almost all the time. So let's go to next hour with the line will be 보여줘 하나를 뭐비들. So let's go to next hour, which is 3 p.m. actually. So Y10 -7, Qualinga -4, Boreals is going to be -7 degrees. Hanwell is going to be Hanwell again is going to be -7 degrees. So let's do Bomb Beach. Bomb Beach is actually going to be -4 degrees. Thunder Beach, Solid Bay is going to be minus something degrees. So it's gonna be -5 degrees. So Midland is going to be okay. Let's start again. So for Midland, so Midland is actually going to be. Let's see the drawing. So Midland is actually going to be -2 degrees. Is in Midland. So Olala is 1 degree. Georgia is going to be -1 degrees. Beverly Hills is -2 degrees. So Berry is going to be -2 degrees. It's actually so Hope's Bay is going to be -7 degrees. Lion's Head is going to be -8 degrees. So London 1 degrees, Brampton 2 degrees, Mississauga 3 degrees, Toronto 3 degrees, Tofu 1 degree, Scarborough 1 degrees, -1 Newmarket, Orangeville. So Oakville, Hamilton is It's gonna be 2 degrees, or cold. It's gonna be 2 degrees, 3 degrees then or cold. Also, the warmest is 3 degrees, coldest is 2 degrees or cold. So also is 2 degrees, Ooks is 1 degree. So you might so Richmond is all the time same as Scarborough. It's gonna be 2 degrees. It could be warmer, slightly or slightly colder. So Peterborough is 3 degrees. Coburg 2 degrees. Balboa 2 degrees. Niagara 2 degrees. Niagara Falls City is 1 degrees. So let's go to next hour. Okay, let's go to next hour. Which is 7 a.m. So -11 is -12 is in London. -14 is in Whitehall. -13 in Collingwood. So -13 -12 degrees in Wales. In Hanover is going to be -14 degrees. So that's Hanover. So Brampton -15, Mississauga -14, Downtown -14, Scarborough -15, Stouffville -16, Newmarket Orange Falls -17, Uxbridge -16, Marshall -14, Peterborough -15, Coburg -12, -13 is Melbourne, Hamilton -12, Oakville -12. Oakville again is cold. This temperature is going to be -13. So now everywhere in Niagara Falls is -10 degrees. Starlight Bay is going to be -18. Midlands also -18. It could be -19, but Palm Beach is going to be -17. So Thunder Beach is going to be -16 degrees. So Lions Head or Bay is going to be -14. So Lions Head or Bay is -15 degrees. So we did Port Elgin Hanover. So let's do Lakes and Coasts. So Lakes and Coasts. So Barrie is going to be -18 degrees. Jordania is going to be -15 degrees. Beverly Hills is going to be -16 degrees. Olala is going to be -18 degrees. So Midland, we did Midland. Salaby is done. So let's go to next hour. 3 p.m. So a little bit warmer. So -12 is in London. -12 Whitehall. -13 is in Collingwood. -14 is in Brampton. -14 is in Mississauga, downtown Toronto. Scarborough -15, Stouffville -16, Newmarket is -16, Orangeville -15, Uxbridge -17, Orson -15, Peterborough -16, Coburg -14, -14 Balboa, Niagara on the Lake -12, Niagara Falls City -13, Oakville to -11, including Hamilton. Oakville, the coldest temperature could be, I mean, we did warmer, so it's going to be coldest. It's going to be -16 degrees, -15 degrees actually. So -16 degrees is in, no, it's going to be -13. So it's going to be -12 degrees. No, it's going to be too high temperature. So it's going to be -13 degrees in Oakville. So around lakes and coast. So Georginia is going to be -15 degrees. Beverly Hills is going to be -16 degrees. Or Barrie is going to be -17 degrees. Or Lala is going to be -16 degrees. Could be -17 actually. -17. Midland is going to be -16 degrees. Solar Bay is going to be -16 degrees. Bell Beach is going to be -16 degrees. So Thunder Beach is going to be close to -12. So -11 is in Thunder Beach. So Palm Beach is done. So Port Elgin is going to be -12. So Hanover is going to be, let's do Hanover again. So Hanover is going to be -12 degrees. Lions Head is going to be -12. Hope's Bay is going to be -11.5 degrees. So 11.5 is -11.5 is in Hope's Bay. So let's do next hour. Or we might skip extra cities. So we did local. So let's go to next hour, which is 7 a.m. So Whitehall -13, Collingwood -7, London -8, Brampton -7, Mississauga is gonna be -10. Downtown Toronto -9, 10. Snowfall -13, minus something since Scarborough. -11 is Scarborough. Asha is -17. Hooksville is -19. Newmarket -14. Orange Falls is going to be minus something. -10 is in Orange Falls. So Peterborough -22, -17 Coburg, -19 Belleville. Everywhere in Niagara Falls is -9. Hamilton -10. Oakville -10. So -11 is in Port Elgin. Hanover is going to be -12 degrees. So Salt Lake Bay is going to be -17 degrees. So Midland is going to be let's see, the global temperature is going to be -22. So -22 Midland. Ulala is going to be -22. So 25. -25 is in Ulala, Midland. So Lines, let's do that later. So Lines Head or Bay is going to be -13. So -13. So Lines Head or Bay is going to be -11 degrees. So one of them is -10. So that's Hope's Bay is -11. So let's do Thunder Beach. So Thunder Beach is actually going to be -12 degrees, including Palm Beach. Palm Beach is -13 degrees. So next hour, because I think it's a little bit off. So which is through 4 p.m. So London -7 degrees, -7 Whiteham, -7 is in Collingwood. Or Elgin is going to be -6 degrees. Hanover is going to be, let's do it again. So we did white at -7. So white at the sun. So where Elgin is going to be -6 degrees. Hanover is going to be -7 degrees. That's Hanover. So Lions Head and Hope Bay is going to be -6 degrees. Palm Beach is going to be -6 degrees. Thunder Beach is going to be -5 degrees. Solid Bay is going to be -6 degrees. So Lake Cinco. So you do Lake Cinco later. So Midland is going to be minus something. So -9 degrees. So Olala is going to be -11 degrees. No, it's going to be -10. So Georginia is going to be different. Georginia is going to be -6 degrees. Bablia is -7 degrees. Barry is going to be -7 degrees. So let's do Hamilton -5. So Oakwood, the warmest temperature is actually going to be -5 degrees. So let's don't call this because -5 same thing. Brampton -7. Mississauga is going to be -6 degrees. Tofu -7. Scarborough -6. Downtown Toronto -5. Newmarket -7. Orangeville also -7. Uxers -8. Oshawa -6. Peterborough -12. Coburg -9. Bubba -13. Niagara on the Lake -5. Niagara Falls City -6. So almost done the videos. So this is the end of the videos. So